support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
We are here with SECURAM. Is that how we're pronouncing it?
SECURAM, yeah.
SECURAM,
yeah.
And we're here with Steve Davidson, the Director of Marketing. Steve, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you. Doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
I am Don Bain, the Gadget Professor. And
thank you, Don.
Thank you so much for coming on and tell us all about the stuff that you got here. It looks pretty cool. And if you don't mind, I'm going to put this. Let me see it first. Okay.
Yep.
Which we talking about one at a time?
Let's cover the switch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The switch I am putting right here on our X marks the spot point so our cameras can see it. Here we go. You got a good picture of that? Okay, Steve,
awesome.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're really excited. We're announcing 3 switches as a suite of smart switch products.
Okay.
One of the cool things that we're really proud of is the switch is a security switch, right? It's focused not just on home automation. It's not focused on on and off specifically. It's focused on security. Yeah. So.
Okay. So what does the switch do?
Yeah. So if you look on the front of them, you can see there's a little black window on the bottom there.
Yep, that would be down here.
Yeah. So that's kind of the marquee kind of standout feature there. And what's in there is a laser sensor.
Okay.
It shoots across the room.
Yep.
You cannot see it, but it is there, I assure you. And the focus there is to be able to detect motion, and it'll do it in a dark setting or a bright setting.
Now, is it doing a stream, like an angle, like an inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, whatever it is?
Yeah, it's actually really thin. It's not more than a few. I think it's 3 millimeters at most. Yeah.
Okay.
It shoots up to 15 feet, right? And you can actually shorten it based on the room that you're in, the application you're in. It doesn't do any yaw or pit. You can't control it that way. It just goes straight across.
Right.
But the focus there is you want to be able to trigger either an alarm or trigger the lights to turn on. And what we thought was really unique about the place that the switch exists in the homes or in the office, right, is it's at that height where dogs aren't going to set it off. Kids aren't necessarily little kids aren't going to walk by it every 5 seconds and set it off. If somebody's crossing that beam, it's with intention, right? And you'll be able to detect motion or the alarms can be triggered, especially at nighttime, and if it's out your front door, no one's expecting it. That's the really cool thing that is unique about this.
So I'm assuming I would need more than one switch.
Well, not necessarily, but we recommend grouping them. We have 3 switches. We've got a regular switch that does not have the IR, the sensor in it, the laser sensor. And then we've got, so it's our standard Wi-Fi on and off, and it groups with these, right? And then we've got a dimmer and a programmable version of the security switches.
Okay, so in the typical house, I have a front door and I have a back door. If I was a robber or an intruder, there's 2 ways I would want to get into my house. One would definitely be the back door.
Yep.
And the other one would be through probably the patio door.
Could be. Okay.
So, because that's the easiest way, that front door. You ain't going to get through that too easy. So, how is this going to work for me in that configuration? Would I have to have one in the where the patio doors are, and one where the back door is?
Yeah.
And then potentially one in the front door. Is that making sense to you?
It does, no, for sure. Like at my house, I've got on my back door, the sliding door, we've got a dimmer like on the wall and a couple of on and off switches.
But there's no beam coming out of those switches. It's just there's one in the 3-pack. There's only one switch that has the beam.
Well, no, so they're sold singly. So what we recommend is build it as you need it, ad hoc. Right. We'll have packages on Amazon later on this year that'll have 1 of each or 3 of each or something. I just think it's really about what you need in your home. Some of them may need them upstairs. Like I may want, I have a 1-year-old, or if I have my kids walking around, my younger kids, and I want to know if there's motion in their room at night, but I don't want cameras in their room. A lot of people are sensitive with that, but I don't blame them.
I don't blame you either.
So there's different applications. So I would say it really depends on your home and on your apartment.
Okay, so the first thing this does, it's going to put out a beam. If you cross that beam, boom.
Bingo.
Okay.
Yep.
What happens? Is that controlled by an app?
It is. We have the SECURAM Guard app.
Okay.
And you can group all your switches in there in one place. We don't have enough time to go through it. There are so many different scenes, automations, triggers you can set.
Call the police if I wanted to, or call my brother if I wanted to?
Yes, it can be set right now to do a phone call.
Okay.
So you can technically, you could technically do that to do emergency services. Generally, what we recommend is it's up to you. Like Right now I have mine. If I do not respond to the notification,
Right.
it can call your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's different ways to do it.
Okay, is it a subscription-based service?
We don't have anything to announce on that right now, but we're talking about some different options there.
That means
soon.
yes. So it's not ready.
Right.
Been at this so long.
Yeah,
folks.
well.
I know what's happening. What else does the switch do other than?
Yeah. So that one's the programmable. So the up and down buttons can be programmed to, if you have it grouped with another switch upstairs, you can have them both turn on and off.
Right.
Another fun thing about these is they have their own broadcasting. Right. So if your internet, right, you have your router still active, but your internet has no data piping in, these things are still on and working and doing their automations and doing their scenes. So they're not dependent on actual the actual data from your modem.
So this doesn't have to be on the internet?
Correct.
How does it do that?
They talk to each other within the house.
How does it send? How does it talk to the app if it's not on Wi-Fi?
Well, there's certain things that it won't do, right? But as far as the automations and scenes,
okay, so,
manually you can do it. Yeah.
So it's basically non-binary. It's on/off when it's not on the internet.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
You didn't think I knew that, did you?
I believe you.
Okay.
You've been at this a while, so.
Yeah. So do they make three-way switches, two-way switches?
Yeah. So you've got a three-way. We have a single, and then we have a dimmer.
Are these available now?
They are on Amazon and on our website
what's
on
the price
SECURAM.
point on this?
So you have $24.95 for the.
That's very reasonable.
Well, that's for the straight regular switch, right? But
just for the on and off switch.
Right.
No, I want to know how much this one is.
That one's going to be $49.95.
Okay, that's still not bad.
Yeah.
One-time shot, you're done.
Yeah. $59 for the dimmer, I think. Yeah.
And then when you move, you unscrew it and you take it with you.
Easy peasy. Yeah, they're easy to install. We have on the back. They're they're not complicated. It just pinches the wire. Done deal.
Yeah. If you can install a switch, you can. These are very simple.
I mean, we always say be careful because you got to turn the breaker off and all that. But we got a good installation video there for you on Amazon.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we have a dimmer switch.
Got a dimmer.
We have, what are we going to call this? The alarm switch.
So it's the Wi-Fi security. That one's the Wi-Fi security switch, the Wi-Fi security dimmer, and then the Wi-Fi smart switch.
Okay, let's talk about this next device.
Yeah, this is our EOS lock. So what's interesting is, number one, this is kind of our marquee product.
Put this over here.
That we've had out for some time. So this is biometric, right? It's a biometric door lock. So, yeah, you've got fingerprint. Got a reader on there. It's got really high quality aluminum and metal housing, and it does. You have your normal passcode. You can do, a few basic ways to get in the house. And this one's a Wi-Fi model, but we also have a standalone model that does not connect to Wi-Fi. Doesn't need any, like data.
Right, it's mechanical, open, close.
Yeah, it'll do your fingerprint. It'll do your passcode.
Okay.
Again, there's some people that just do not want their door connected to the internet, right?
Now,
so
this obviously will connect up to an app.
That one does to the Guard app.
Do I have the ability to remotely open and close my door?
Absolutely.
That is I have one of these. It's the handiest thing in the world.
It is.
I cannot tell you how many times I've used that.
Yeah, and if you have a guest, but you're not home and they need to get in your house, one-time code, expiration. There's a lot of features that it can do. It's got your history. You can see when the door was open and closed. If it's left open, it'll alert you. There's a lot of things that are really helpful.
Okay, there's a lot of competitors out there with a similar product. What makes yours so special? I had to ask. I'm sorry.
Of course,
I had to ask.
You got it. Yeah. No, there are, and they're all doing a great job in my opinion. There's all companies have different things that they're good at.
I highly recommend these.
They're really good. Yeah. I think what sets us apart is, we've been in the lock industry, in the safe locks industry is where we started for over 30 years.
That's big.
So it's going to be hard for somebody to mess with our technology and really, we have a high standard of quality with our deadbolt, with our materials, and so I think that's where we really pride ourselves. That first point of protection is really important at that front door. We think doorbells and video is important as well, but those are more deterrents. This is going to stop people from opening.
What's the price point on this?
So those are MSRP at $269. But they're on sale, off the. So.
Do they come in colors?
Silver and black, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
folks, I haven't used this obviously, but they're pretty high quality from what I can see. They're very nicely done. The letters are nice. It's solid. That's as solid as you're going to get. They work. Some of them are you got to fight with to turn. Believe me, I know. This one seems on the upper
end. The action's good on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the upper end of the quality scale. In my quick observation, this looks like it's a really nice smart lock, and I really think a quick observation that these products they're very cool, and
plus you can disarm your security beams with your thumbprint on that lock.
That's awesome.
So if they're grouped together, yeah, we got it all going.
These things are really well thought out. We're out of time now, but what I'd like to do is bring you back on the Gadget Professor show at some point when we're over with CES.
That would be great. We'd love to
spend a full 45 minutes on all your products.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
I'm happy you're here. These things look great. So they're available already on Amazon.
Yes, sir. And on our website, securamsys.com.
Okay.
Go check it out.
There you go. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2024 coverage is executive produced by Michelle Mendez. Technical directors are Kurt Corliss and Adam Barker. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Clinton Millsap, Sergio Velasquez, and Terry Willingham. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Todd Cochran, Scott Ertz, and Christopher Jordan. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network broadcast, copyright 2024.